Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's James in the building. Can you scratch up, man? Regularly. Today, Pops, we got a special documentary. We got the Death Note. The life and death of Chalino Sanchez. True Narcocorridos.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people in the comments wanted us to do this.
Narco.
Muchas personas preguntaron for us to do this.
Saca la bolsita.
You know what I mean? Saca la
It's JTV.
Yeah.
Narcocorridos. I never heard of that. I heard of corridos, but I never heard of narcocorridos.
Yeah.
What other narcocorridos should we do after this documentary?
If it's your first time tuning in, make sure you go check out JRTV.com. Check out our merch and check out our shirts and stuff. A little store we got crack-a-lackin'. Also, I'm reaching out to you also to subscribe to the channel, request the content, and then we react. This is Jerry. Follow him on Instagram. I'm Pops React. We're going down to Mexico. Órale, pues.
Let's have it, right?
No, we'll I can't see nothing with my shades on. Take these off.
Has just been handed a death threat by an audience member. Oh my God. That's scary as hell. In the late 80s, the U.S. saw the rise of gangster rap.
Somebody wanted to do a crime, they had that mentality there anyway.
TV.
Word.
In some cases, modern music has turned very violent.
What does that do with Narcocorridos?
That glorified violence and denigrate women is nothing.
Tupac dissed her in the song. Dolores Tucker.
Word. Mexico had Narcocorrido.
Narcocorrido. Drug violence.
Oh wow. With the pole, oh shit.
The life and death of Chalino Sanchez. So this guy was a big artist, right? For the woman he loved. Seems like a lot of stuff happens in Sinaloa.
Yeah. 1960. That was 7 siblings.
That's the year I was born. I guess they don't talk in this doc?
Yeah, it looks like, wow, it's straight mute vibes.
Okay.
According to the American journalist Sam Quinones, at the age of 11, Chalino's sister was, I'm not gonna say that, local gangster known as the Chapa.
Oh, wow.
What? Is that?
Not that one, a different one.
Okay. But still, at the end of the day, it's so
That's
big.
bad. 4 years later, at the age of 15, Chalino saw this man at a party at the rancho.
And then what happened?
Chalino silently walked up to El Chapo and shot him. Bah!
Oh, so he was a gangster.
Oh, so he was really about that life.
Oh, I thought he was like a square.
In
Oh, wow.
1977, Chalino left for Los Angeles to live with his aunt. I mean, he was defending his sister.
Yeah.
Right? He began working small jobs like harvesting vegetables and selling cars.
That's crazy.
Pretty interesting. Later, he reportedly began to work with his brother, Armando, as a coyote or pollero, someone who helps people cross the U.S. border.
Yo, guys, can you let us know in the comments like how many years you can get if you're a coyote? I always hear about stories about coyotes. Like, if you get caught being a coyote, how many years do you get? Like, is that like it's obviously a felony, but like,
I think you do some time, but then they send you back. Well, they obviously they
well, if you might be American, right? If you're a coyote, you have to be American to help people cross the border.
It's a combination of me.
Because you're probably gonna drive your truck and then you have them in the trunk or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think right now is a good coyote time.
Yeah, with Trump, right?
No. 2025, not a good time to be a coyote.
Armando and Chalino.
So I wonder if Armando's still alive.
Yeah, right.
In '84, Armando was killed at a hotel. Wow, that's a question. San Rita, Tijuana, Mexico. This inspired Chalino's first corrido to preserve his brother's memory. Wow. That answered my question immediately.
Word.
Más éxitos con Chalino Sanchez.
We gotta react to this music.
Mañana at the house of Santa Rita in the city of Tijuana. He's all singing about his brother. They shot you without giving you time for anything.
That's sad.
These songs embody what people loved about Chalino. Provide a voice to the real stories of the man.
Yeah, I like that. Like he's telling real life. People want to see real life stories, real life trauma that people have been through. People can relate to stuff like that. So it's like,
yeah. Do you guys relate to us reading the freaking documentary to you guys? Do you guys love that? Put a heart in the comment. It said that around this period he found himself in La Mesa prison. I wouldn't want to be there in Tijuana. While in jail, he reportedly wrote songs about his fellow inmates in trade for money and favores.
But part of his release, he found himself writing songs on commission for low-level traffickers and local tough guys. Wow. So he was talented.
Chalino would trade songs for gold chains and watches. That's a good deal. And pistols with ordnance chips.
Grips.
Right? Oh, I don't have my glasses. In 84, Chalino married Marilesa Viajelos. Their son, Adan, was already on the way. You heard? Shout out to Adan. However, Chalino clients didn't want lyrics. They wanted recordings. They wanted studio sessions. In 87, Chalino hired a local group, Los Cuartos de la Frontera, and brought them to the studio.
Llegó el recomendado en aquel tiempo por un grupo norteño que existe todavía, llamados Los Cuatro de la Frontera.
Pedro Rivera. According to Pedro,
who's this guy?
They had no idea how to sing a corrido, and Chalino became very angry and took over.
Oh shit.
And the rest was
Espero no causar daños. Aquí comienza el corrido del buen Renato Avendaño.
To crude for the radio, Chalino hustled his tapes at car washes, recorded his swap meets in LA. Wow, he was hustling. He came a long way. His music sold like wildfire and even appealed to Americanized Hispanics. Chalino inspired a new generation to get in touch with their Mexican ancestry. Wow, I didn't know that.
4 years after his first recording, he gave his first performance at El Barre nightclub in Southgate, California.
Oh, he started his career in America, kind of?
91, you heard? That was a good year, 91.
You never heard about him? No, that's not your lane, right? El Barro's doors had to be locked should that be the overflow crowd trying to get in.
By his own admission, Chalino knew he didn't have a good voice. He was often slammed by the critics.
Wait, so if he didn't have a good voice, then people just loved him for what he was saying?
Yeah, it's a combination. There's a lot of artists nowadays who are not really like good singers.
But there was auto-tune. There's auto-tune now. See.
Auto-tune, but he was speaking the real stuff.
Okay.
He was talking reality.
He said, I don't sing, I bark. Ah! Yeah, that's funny.
Chalino, Sanchez.
His nightclub appearance drew crowds and reported was paid 10 to 15 a weekend.
That's a lot of money back then.
Well, he was definitely getting 10. You got that band? It's 15,000. You got to give the band 5,000.
Yeah. And his manager.
Similar to hip hop counterparts, Chalino would often give shout outs to his friends, local gangsters, and the states that they're from.
Nayarit. ¿Dónde están los boloneros de Sinaloa? Ya ven, ya ven.
Chalino shows were often known as rowdy. Chalino encouraged his audience to dance.
Looks like a good time.
It wasn't uncommon for Chalino to interact with the crowd during his performance.
Wow. Ladies man.
Whether it was his lyrics, his performance, or his delivery, Chalino was a man of the people. They're just lining up, huh?
Yeah. Good life to live. On January 28, 1992, Chalino would make national headlines for an incident at one of his concerts in Coachella, California.
Ya que empezamos a cantar el gallo de Sinaloa, subió una persona por el lado izquierdo para nosotros del tren, con pistola en mano.
Un tal Eduardo Gallego, de 33 años, salió dentro del público. Sabrá Dios qué se habrá metido, si andaba borracho o andaba drogado.
Y ya le habla a Chalino con la pistola en la mano. Chalino, cuando le ve la pistola, arranca su pistola también, porque Chalino no tiene pistola. Entonces, él le tira al amigo. Chalino le tira al amigo primero.
Oh, wow.
How you there to sing and you kill somebody? That's gangster.
Yeah, he's gangster.
He had his...
And he already caught a body before that he got away with. He already
allegedly
caught a murder.
Singer fires from the stage on 1 kill. That's crazy. I didn't know that. It's reported that after the exchange, Chalino was shot in the lung. 10 people were shot in the exchange, dying.
He got away with that too? Damn, he's been lucky.
Gago was arrested to the ground by bystanders and was shot in the mouth with his own pistol. Gago was convicted sent to prison. Is currently serving 15 years. Oh, he's still in jail? No, he's probably out by now.
Yeah, 1997.
Although Chalino survived, he lived like a man marked for death.
Sí hubo gente que nos previno de lo que iba a pasar, pero también él era una persona, como te digo, muy segura de sí mismo y él dijo, ¿sabes qué? Si mi Padre Dios ya lo decidió, va a pasar.
Hoy o mañana o pasado, él sabía, él vivía pendiente de que lo iban a matar un día.
Sí, el 10 de mayo se presentó aquí en el Barayón y se despidió de mí, de un abrazo. Me había comentado él sus problemas que tenía y peligros y él iba a Sinaloa. Yo personalmente le recomendé, compa Chalino.
20K. Wow. But why though? Why would he go back to perform if he knew that he had beef and he was already getting 10 to 15,000 a weekend? He accepted 20,000. He should have accepted 50,000 for the risk factor.
Maybe he just didn't want anybody to think he was afraid.
Okay. Good point, Pops.
Chalino's final performance will be on May 16th and 92 in the city La Prista.
Salon.
Bugavillas.
He was gangster, I'm not gonna lie. He went out like a gangster, I'm not gonna lie. In the middle of his performance, he ended a no.
Wow, visibly distressed and believed to be the death threat by the cartel.
They got it on camera.
In true Chalino fashion, he didn't falter and finish the show. It's likely that Chalino's funerals were in. Despite the death threat, Chalino gave a classic performance to a packed 2,000.
Cuando Chalino terminó de cantar, nos fuimos a seguirla a casa de la mamá. Nos llevamos unas chamacas y ahí nos quedamos a dormir hasta la noche.
Chalino was reportedly stopped by a group of armed men, including policemen, with a false traffic spot. A few hours later, Chalino was found bound and blindfolded with 2 bullets in his head. Damn, that's unfortunate. Typical Mexican justice system, no motives are found and no suspects are arrested. Just the Wild Wild West.
So I think they got him. So was that because of the situation what happened when he was younger?
Maybe it could be that. It's a lot of reasons. I mean, there's a lot of stuff sometimes that's said that just offends certain groups and stuff, and they retaliate.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Interpretación de que puede ser la gente bravía. Por el otro lado hay que las mujeres. Y por el otro hay otra versión de que pues es en el sentido de una mujer casada.
It's impossible to say for sure whether his death was an assault, cartel, or whether he got too close. Sadly, this wouldn't be the last distinguished tragedy in the Sanchez family.
His son.
Oh, wow.
Todo el tiempo supe lo que había pasado. Pero ¿qué se le puede hacer? No son cosas de la vida. Quién sabe, mañana a lo mejor no estoy yo.
Fernando Golden recorded his very own album at the age of 10. At the age of 19, became the youngest headliner to perform at the Kodak Theater. Damn, he did his album at 10. Just 2 weeks later, my dad died in a suspicious car accident.
Sinaloa. Wow.
Just like end of it, Public Enemy, Chalino survived many generations of life.
Wow, it sucks, man. What do you guys think happened to his son?
Yeah, man.
Jerry TV.
Thanks for tuning in.
Be out here.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low, now move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the flow with a couple of shots. You better move, you better duck, either way to go, you'll get got.